Same old shit, just a different day. I'm clocking in and clocking out to keep the bills paid. At this 9 to 5, temporarily. If you not trying to live your dream, we are not the same. Same old shit, just.
Greetings, Redheads. Thank you again for joining us once again. We have the legendary DJ PM.
Good people.
We have the beautiful Brittany.
Hello.
At Call Me Sue. We are here for another episode of Red's View, and we have a lot to cover. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/WeAuthenticNetwork so you can get the alert button and get all kind of different things like that. All right? So let's get into it real quick. We're going to talk about a couple of albums. There's been some nice albums that have dropped of the course of this year so far. Did y'all hear Once Too?
Of course.
I didn't.
She hadn't heard it yet, but she will. Trust me. I know, right?
No. Once Two is jamming though, bro.
Yeah,
Good
bet that. I appreciate that, man.
no
You know, be hard out here for a pimp.
No doubt.
All right, so anyway, 2 Chainz dropped his album.
Titty Boy.
What was that? Rap or Go to the League.
Yeah.
2 Chainz dropped his album Rap or Go to the League. I got a chance to check it out. We're just gonna give our feedback on it real quick. Try to move through this swiftly. What did you think of the album, Mr. DJ PM?
So first of all, the album title was genius.
It was.
Because that's like a classic. You know what I'm saying?
That
line.
was. Yeah.
I thought it was really dope. The production was solid.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like bar work or lyrics, I mean, Titty Boy can spit. Like he's always been able to rap.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't just blown away by it lyrically, but
Right.
I mean, he talked his talk on it. It was dope. It was a good album.
What do you give it?
Out of 5,
Yeah.
3.5.
Yeah, I thought that the album was dope. This
Yeah.
is, I feel like, his best work. Me personally, yeah, like,
That's a strong opinion.
yeah. I mean, just like my thing is, like you said, he's always been able to rap.
Yeah.
He's always been catchy. But I mean, it's only so far I feel like he'll go, because I feel like not a Lil Wayne ripoff, but I feel like Lil Wayne inspired his style that he has now, his whole formula. And the fact that he had nothing but content on this particular album, this is something that a traditional hip hop fan will want. But to simple-minded people, I'm no shade, but just to his fans or simple-minded people, they'll consider it a classic because he's having content.
Did you think it was a classic?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
All right.
Absolutely not.
But you think it was his best work?
Yeah.
All right.
And it was a dope album. It's the dopest album
No,
I feel like that has dropped this year so far. As far as content,
maybe.
like the just a couple of songs, Threat to Society.
Yeah.
The Ariana Grande joint, I like that one.
Yeah.
And I love, and I can't stop playing the Above Sea Level. I'm on G
know
level.
you're
What's
talking
that one?
about. I can't think of what it's called.
Dang, I've been rapping it all day. Money in the Way. That's what it's called.
That's what it's called.
I think that's a nice. But the thing is, some people, man, this is a classic. This is a classic. I'm like, the only reason people are saying that is because when you get a trap rapper on Ninth Wonder beats or any beats that sound like with the samples and stuff, they're going to try to say that it's a classic.
Because they're not used to hearing that.
Right, exactly. No. But I stick with you. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. Definitely. It's definitely something you could ride to. It got content.
Yeah.
But it's simple when it comes to lyrics. And then it's kind of cheesy at the end when the Sam track, Uncle Sam, talking about taxes.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like, if you're going to talk about taxes, make it a little bit more entertaining. Everybody knows about taxes, but
it was cool.
It was cool. Did you listen to it?
I did not listen to it.
No.
You don't like 2 Chainz?
Titty Boy?
I just heard on the radio it had mixed reviews this morning. I heard
Really?
that.
Oh, yeah. I thought everybody was liking it.
Nah, before we move on though, Pretty Girls Like Trap Music is his best album.
You think so?
Yes.
Sean, you think so?
It's pretty decent.
Pretty Girls Like Trap Music is his best album.
I'll have to go back and
was
listen
okay.
to it.
You have to go back and
I
listen
actually
to it.
listened to that. It was okay.
Yeah,
Pretty-
I thought it was straight.
Pretty Girls Like Trap Music is his best album.
All right, so next we're going to move on to Offset's album. Offset is the last
Father
Migo
of
member
Four. Father
to
of Four.
drop his album, Father of Four. I'll just get my input on it real quick. I thought that content, once again, one thing that I do respect about Offset right now, he put his family on the front, his children on the front cover, and he's having nothing but content on that project.
Facts.
If I was to choose a Migos member's solo project, I would choose Offset's album.
Really?
But it's not that it's good. That's not saying too much because the other 2 solo albums weren't that good to me. It's the Offset's
You
album.
didn't like Takeoff?
No, absolutely
Really?
not.
I heard his was the best. I did not
Last
listen.
Rocket?
The last
Rocket.
I mean, as far as him rapping, I mean, it was cool, but it's the same song. I can't listen to it's hard enough to listen to a whole Migos album.
Right.
But
No.
solo-wise, I mean, when I tell you, even though Offset had content, the production was dry. It was the same record.
Yeah.
Back and forth. Even the J. Cole feature didn't do it for me.
Did you listen
Did
to
you
it?
listen to Offset
I
album?
did not listen to it.
Yeah, you're not missing
I
anything.
just can't listen to. I'm sorry.
That's good.
I'm not a person who would just go listen to Offset.
Offset is a dope artist, but I just don't feel like Migos is a good
Debatable.
solo artist.
So,
What you think?
Father 4 to me was the dopest of the Migos albums, mainly because Offset challenged himself on the album.
He did.
Because I thought it was going to be more of the, you know what I mean?
Talking about
water, ice, all that talk. But he was actually talking about something. He had a lot of good content on it. He showed vulnerability on it, which the
did.
Migos never show.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a grown man Migos album to me.
Right.
I liked it. I mean, Quavo and Takeoff's albums sounded like the same song over and over and over and over.
You don't think Offset's did?
Not to me.
Amazing.
Not to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it.
Okay.
I gave it 3.5 out of 5 too.
Okay. Ask
Yeah.
me mine.
What you thought?
I give it a 2 out of 5.
Nah, see, you hate
Yeah.
it.
All right.
A 2?
Yeah. I ain't
You
really.
hate it.
I mean,
Bro, you hate it.
The only reason I talked about it is because you had to cancel on me. He canceled on me the last time we were supposed to talk about this, and we got a lot of other stuff to talk
Yeah.
about. So we moving on.
All right.
All right. Shout out to Juice WRLD, by the way. That's your boy.
Juice WRLD did drop an album. God damn it, I forgot the title.
But it's the artwork is dope.
It's called the Something Ride to Love. God damn it.
I can't think of the album title.
It's called the Something Ride to Love. I can't think of it.
Huh? You know
Boy,
what it
Brittany
is?
don't
I have
know.
absolutely
Call
no
me
clue.
Sue don't even know who Juice WRLD is.
Yeah, you know who Juice WRLD
I've
is?
never in my life heard of Juice WRLD.
She lives in the world and she likes juice, but she don't know who Juice WRLD is. It's not that important, Sean.
Where do you find these people?
But anyway, he sold 165,000.
75. Get that man his numbers.
175,000 records more than Da Baby.
The Baby dropped the album. I can't remember what it was called.
It's
either.
not that important. Right.
Look it up, Redhead.
Shout out.
But he only
Yeah.
sold 23,000 copies.
Right.
And Juice WRLD sold 175,000.
Please tell me who Juice WRLD is.
So Juice WRLD is an artist. He makes like really emo music. But it's like rap trap. But him and Future released the album.
Is he from here?
No.
Amazing.
Him and Future
Where
released
is
the
he
album. Don't make me lie to you.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
anyway, shout out to Juice WRLD, man.
He's from-
175,000 copies is a lot of copies.
Who is that? Oh, okay. That's what's
It's
up.
a lot of copies in this day and age.
It's not copies. Those are streams. I hate saying
It's
sold.
still okay. So
Yeah.
he had a lot of streams. In.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Make-
All
'cause
right.
there's a difference.
There's a difference. Right. You over here acting like it's
Boy, y'all some haters.
1998. He over there like it's 1998. Oh, he done sold copies.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Boy, y'all some haters.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
Hey, shout out to Juice WRLD, man.
Shout out
Move
to
on.
you, man. Move on, please. You done talking about him?
Boy, y'all some
God,
haters.
but
boy.
anyway, let's get serious. All right, redheads. We're about to go in and talk about some heavy stuff, okay?
What's next?
All right, Leaving Neverland, the documentary, okay?
Oh my gosh.
For those who don't know, if you've been hiding under a rock, Leaving Neverland is a documentary about allegations of Michael Jackson having sexual relations with underage boys, young boys, little boys, children that came to his Neverland ranch and stayed at his house.
You know who put that movie out? You know who helped
It
produce
was a white dude, right?
Yeah, but you know who helped
They
produce
said
it?
Oprah.
Oprah.
Oh yeah.
So is that factual or?
Oh, it's a fact
A fact what?
that she helped
Oh,
produce it.
oh, she
put
helped
out
produce it.
She put out
No,
a
they
statement
said
about it.
that Oprah actually put it out. She said she disowned Michael Jackson.
Yeah, she put out a statement about it.
Really?
Yeah.
What does the statement say?
So basically, she was just saying that Leaving Netherland isn't just about Michael Jackson. It's about exposing a toxic culture.
I saw
of
that,
men
but I
sleeping with
didn't
children all
know.
together.
I didn't know that she
But the
actually
name
put
of the
in
show-
money.
Put money into
The
it.
name of the
Wow.
show is called Leaving Like,
Yeah.
how is that not about Michael?
What she's saying is it's bigger than Michael Jackson.
No.
Is what she's saying.
But
All right.
we're gonna crucify him at the expense of it being bigger than him.
I mean, I don't get it either.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Did anybody watch it?
I watched
Hell
it.
no.
I didn't
watched
watch
it.
And
what did you think about
I
it?
watched it.
What did you think
I actually
about it?
texted you
She did.
about it. So here are my thoughts. I absolutely love Michael.
Mm-hmm.
And it was interesting because when I texted him, I'm like, okay, you sure you don't think they lying? I mean, you don't think that some part of it is true? And he was like, no, I don't believe any of it. But after watching it, I'm like, okay, why would these people go on TV and like expose themselves about sleeping with Michael Jackson?
You don't think it's for money?
Then I thought about that. Sometimes I'm a little naive at times. So then I started reading all this stuff about it, and then I saw like the old videos and things like that with this young guy when he was with Michael. And in my heart, I just cannot believe Michael would do something like that.
Right.
You know, it makes me angry that this young man who allegedly claims that Michael did these things to him, you were still hanging out with Michael when he was alive, took his final days.
Exactly.
Now all of a sudden you're so, oh my gosh, this is traumatic.
Not only that, but they're on record saying that Michael Jackson didn't do
That's the
anything
thing.
to him.
Actually, on the show, there's a young man that was being interrogated in the 90s. He admitted that Michael molested him.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
One thing that but the people that are being interviewed on there, I forgot he was one of his dancers. It used to be, but they went under oath,
Right.
and said
Both
they
of them.
testified.
Both of
them
these guys,
did,
yeah.
right? So that means putting your hand on the Bible
In court.
and testifying. Now, somebody could argue and be like, well, you know, Michael Jackson probably paid them off, and then people do lie, people do sin. But if we're going by the court system,
Right.
what you did, how am I supposed to take you serious if you went before God and went in the court and then said that he did not do all these things?
But now he did.
Now you did. Now, the reason that Wade, I think that's his name,
Uh-huh.
he went and said that he had children and he feels like he should open up about it, and claiming that he's not getting any money. So what do you get out of putting Michael Jackson out there then? Like, he's dead, first of all. He's dead.
Do you believe he has nothing to gain from this?
Who, Wade?
Yeah.
I think he has everything to gain from it.
I
Really?
absolutely do.
He
too.
could write a book. Listen, when people do this, they could write a book, get a reality TV show.
Go
the
on-
stuff that
go
Jussie
on
Smollett
Ivana
tried to
Fix
do.
My Life,
All that.
all that. You get
can
checks
milk
for
it.
all that.
Even if he did not get money to actually do it,
Right.
he could get money off of books going on, like you said, Ayana Fix My Life,
Anything.
interviews, all that type of stuff.
And especially with Oprah co-signing it, come on, man, the sky's the limit. If that dude wrote a book today, he'd be a bestseller tomorrow.
Right.
So what do you guys think made Oprah say, okay, I'm on board with this?
If you pay attention, Oprah's dad got charged with sexual assault on somebody.
Recently?
No, this was years ago, back in the
okay.
90s. And she actually made a settlement. Like, she paid the lady like $50,000 to like $70,000.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know
Look
that.
it up. Yeah,
I'm about to
Oprah's
Google
dad had sexually assaulted somebody. I don't know if it was a stripper or it was somebody like that. Oprah owes, right?
Right.
So the fact that she owes, they needed somebody, a black figure,
Right.
to actually co-sign and be the face of Leaving Netherland.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they came to her and be like, okay, look, we didn't look out for you, and because they got it out the media.
Who can go to Oprah and like hold something against her?
The people like Hollywood,
Yeah.
Hollywood, the industry. I don't even want to just say the Hollywood. I would just say
Right.
the industry. You can actually go and just be like, look, I control the media to get those allegations and those charges
Right.
out of the media, out of the news outlets, because your dad did X, Y, and Z.
Right.
So if you can go and just be like, okay, I had everything erased for you. Now you owe me something. I'm trying to put out this Leaving Netherland documentary. You know, so we need you to be the face of this thing. So that's
and then I think the one thing that confuses me about it is that like Oprah put this out, right? But my thing is like this isn't new information
Exactly.
or new allegations.
Right.
So when Michael Jackson was first accused of this, she was still cool with him.
Yeah.
And like Harvey Weinstein has been accused of this, she's cool with him.
Right.
So why
Taking
now?
pictures with him and all
So
that.
why now all of a
She
sudden?
took pictures with him after?
Yeah. I think it was like they were out somewhere,
Yeah.
right? I think I saw those. I believe so.
So why now is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because now it's bigger.
It's a cultural change. They
No,
say they
everything-
try to say it's a cultural change, whatever. But we know what it is. They're trying to take away the prominent figures that have been a part of history.
Okay.
They're getting the king of pop,
Okay.
and they're getting the king of R&B.
Okay.
So
Bobby Brown going to jail? I'm just
Bobby Brown done went to jail too many times. I think they're like, we good on you, Bobby. We ain't nothing else we can do. But let's talk about your boy Drake.
Okay.
Aubrey Graham has a song with Michael Jackson, and it's popular. It's a top 10 single.
Is
and
it?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. It may be. But
I didn't like it.
he has been using the song on his tours.
Right.
And, performing the song.
I don't know why, but okay.
Yeah. But anyway, he is just in that he actually removed the song from his set.
Right.
So how do you feel? I'm gonna start with you, Brittany. How do you feel about due to all the allegations, Drake saying, "Hey, I'm not gonna perform this song." He didn't take it off his album. I thought he took it off his album.
No.
He
just
said
doesn't perform it
He
anymore.
doesn't perform it anymore at this particular time. What you think about that?
People are gonna hate my response because I'm a woman. I get so annoyed that people are able to make allegations and then they're not able to defend themselves.
Especially
that's true.
That infuriates me. Like, it just like, how is it that you can say something and I can't defend myself?
Right.
We're supposed to believe what you say, but you don't believe what I say. Why is that? So it's weird to me. It's one-sided. Michael's not alive. And then it's like, I hate when people succumb to the ways of the world. Like, the fact that you knew all this stuff about Michael. You did this song, and then all of a sudden you want to just pull it. Like, it's not fair.
And the messed up part about it is there's no more proof now than there was when these people first accused him.
Exactly.
Oh my
God. But everybody's like,
because it's the movement.
Yeah, and that's all it is, hype beast. It's the same thing as when some new shoes drop that everybody want, or a new movie drop that everybody want.
Thing is,
everybody just jumps on the train.
And not to cut you off, but I posted that article, and your boy John,
my dog Sight, shout out Sight.
He loves Drake, obviously.
Yeah.
But we were talking about it, and he was basically like, Drake did this as a business move. He makes all this money, blah, 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 blah. And I started bringing up, I mean, that's true, and I got that. Right. But Drake isn't a stand-up guy. Drake could have been like, no, I got this man's sample. I'm going to ride with it. Because I feel like Jay-Z would have did it. I feel like Meek Mill would have did it. Yeah. All these people. And, you know, John's whole argument was, you know, well, Drake isn't signed to himself and he could do whatever. And all I said was Drake is not a stand-up guy. Yeah. Like, he's from Canada, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to talk nothing bad about him, but I mean.
He's not a stand-up guy?
No, he's not a stand-up guy. When it comes to standing up for, like, people or black issues.
I disagree.
Drake,
the one that went off on the Grammys and they cut him off?
He did that for a reason.
Yeah. What was the reason?
The reason is they were doing I think that was a big Democratic swing for the Democratic election coming up. And if you notice, they were putting, it was very diverse. They put J-Lo doing the whole Motown Grammys thing. And if you paid attention, when Drake did that, before he said all that, you know what he said? He said, I'm a mixed kid. He made sure he didn't say black. Right. He said, I'm a mixed kid. So he threw that in there, then did the whole Grammy thing, and they cut him off. I think it was about diversity. That's what the whole theme of the Grammys was this year. So I feel like it's true what he said, but I think I didn't realize, shout out to Lavelle. Yeah. Lavelle Leggett made me realize he threw that whole diversity thing out there first. I'm a kid. He started talking about different people from different regions, and I'm from Canada and all this stuff. He did that before he said the Grammy thing. Right. You got to look at stuff like that. But anyway, R. Kelly's interview with Gayle King. This interview has been getting a whole bunch of steam. It's so much to where I forgot. I think it's Conan O'Brien, Jimmy Fallon. Somebody said that CBS owes R. Kelly a check for all the publicity that they're getting.
Well, they paid him. They paid him? No, I know they did.
Really?
No, because interviews like that, you don't get paid.
Are you crazy?
Because it's kind of like, in a sense, like an honor, right?
An honor for the network, yeah.
He got paid to do that?
Yes.
You think so?
Do y'all really believe that these people sit down
but
with these people for free?
That was a moment for him to put himself out there.
But he could do that at home.
He sure
in front of his own camera.
Well, I guess you're right, because I remember
put it on World Star.
When Wendy Williams said when people come on there, they get like a $10,000
They get paid.
So I'm sure he got way more.
Some people get paid, even if you're not a celebrity. Like, if you do something dope and Ellen brings you on her show, you get paid for that.
Yeah, you might be right.
I thought it was more publicity.
Man, the people.
I remember on Wendy, people that's on, they get a little check. They get $10,000.
The people that's on what's the trash show where people be fighting and stuff?
Love and Hip Hop.
No. And they find out like if you're pregnant and that type of stuff. Maury. Them people get paid.
Oh yeah, I know they do.
I mean,
that's Jerry.
But what I'm saying is those people get paid. You don't think R. Kelly gets paid?
I didn't think about that. It makes sense.
Bro, R. Kelly got a check for that.
I'm freaking annoyed because Gayle shouldn't have done the interview had she gone in. She went in biased. Like, Gayle went in on the defense like, okay, R.
Right.
Kelly, we know
It
you
was
did
an
this.
agenda.
You should that makes me mad because as a she was interviewing him like
Right.
you don't go in on one side.
As a reporter.
You go in to hear him out.
Right.
And she's sitting there like, it's a little hard to believe. And I'm like, well, that's not fair.
If you notice,
Even if you don't believe him, when
Right.
you interview him, you I agree.
I didn't
You
like
have to be
that.
unbiased.
that's a horrible. It was
Yeah.
a horrible interview when it comes to that. But the entertainer and shock value was crazy.
Yeah.
One thing that just stood out to me was
I'm sorry. I just thought about him talking about he don't know how to hog tie people.
that was it, and they just
I'm sorry.
he-
Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
Listen, man, the McDonald's part.
Yeah.
You heard how she tried. Why would you just go to McDonald's? Don't you think that's a little crazy for you to go to McDonald's? He like,
What?
look. Yeah, did you see that
Yeah,
part?
I didn't
Nah,
see that
she
part.
Let me tell y'all.
That was on
redheads.
part 2, I think.
Yeah, redheads.
I
So
got mad at somebody.
she basically tried to make it look like him going to McDonald's was a way for him not taking what he's going through serious.
Right.
And he's like, listen, my mama died. She used to take me to McDonald's, so the M kind of stands for mama to me.
Right.
I wanted to go get me a burger and chill.
Not only that, but like, I just got out of jail. I can eat wherever the fuck I want to eat.
What
at.
what
Like,
matter?
I'm
What
sorry
does
for
that
cussing,
matter?
I know.
No, it's all,
Yeah,
it's
my
all
bad.
good. It's all good.
Yeah,
but
but
what
like-
does it matter? Like, how did you try to make that look evil? And then every time with him crying, people say those are fake tears. Now,
Right.
this is my theory. I feel like R. Kelly is guilty as hell
Right.
for what he did back then. But as far
Really?
as, huh?
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean,
he
yeah,
was on tape.
he was on tape. I feel like he was guilty for that. But right now, the whole sex code thing, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. She kept using, like, emphasizing that he's 52.
Right.
And they're 21
They're
and 20.
20s.
They are grown. They are of age.
I agree.
What is the difference?
I agree. As long as those women are over the age of 21 and he's not like drugging them or using some type of like psycho something to control their minds. And when I say psycho something, I mean like literally hypnotizing them.
yeah.
I mean, if as long as he's not doing any of that, I don't see the problem.
And let me-
If those women
Choose
want to
to.
live in his house with other women and be loyal to him,
Hugh
that's
Hefner,
they-
Hugh
that's they
Hefner
choice,
did it
man.
all the time. What was the Playboy Mansion?
That's their
Hugh
choice.
Hefner had somebody who was 19 on camera.
Yeah.
On MTV. Didn't he have a series or
He
something
had
like that?
3 women that live with him.
Yeah.
That like 3 women that live with him.
And don't get it twisted. We're not saying that to justify it. All I'm saying is if they grown, they grown. I don't have an opinion on R. Kelly and grown women.
Right.
My opinion is if he's sleeping with young girls, he's wrong.
And this is the
Period.
thing,
That's
too.
as far as my opinion goes.
My thing is this, because they say, well, he was texting them when they were 17. I'm just like, well, did he have sex with them?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Well,
And
Which-
17
so it's not
is of the
illegal.
legal age in some
certain
states.
states. Yeah.
In some states.
And again, texting a 17-year-old is inappropriate.
Drake
but
does
it's-
it.
But it's not illegal. Drake does do it.
Drake, I mean, I don't mean to put you out there, you know what I'm saying, but Drake does it and nobody says anything. They
Right.
may be after him next.
I don't know.
But my thing is this, like you said, if they are over the age of 18, which is legal
Right.
everywhere,
Whatever the legal age is.
52, 62, it does not matter.
I agree.
And you will play any dude that has a problem with him having 2 girls that live in his house. I'm looking at you sideways. You a player hater.
Right.
I feel like you a hater.
Yeah.
How could a grown man, look at R. Kelly? Man, that ain't right. He got 2 girls.
Well, I mean, man or woman. Like, I mean,
That's
if
player hating.
my thing is, if I'm a grown man and I can get multiple grown women, whether it's 2 or 20, to live with me and we cohabitate together and do whatever we do, whether it's together or separate, that ain't none of your business,
It's
bro.
none of it. And they're legal. That's what he kept saying. She said, and you know the part where they were doing the whole hand movement?
Yeah.
He was like, I'm a man that likes, I'm a grown man that likes women. She was
Right.
like, so are you a grown man that likes young women? He said, I'm a grown man that likes all women.
Right.
He was dodging it. So
Right.
now that that was real good. It was messed up in how she was asking him stuff.
Yeah.
But I think he played it right because his publicist even came out and said he felt like it helped him.
Right.
I feel like it helped him to a certain extent.
Man, my favorite part was the hog tie.
The hog tie. 'Cause
I-
didn't that feel real?
Yeah.
That felt
So
like
what
it was
are the
bullshit.
review? Like, how are people feeling about it?
Well, I heard he's getting some sympathy. I mean, I don't know. I can't gauge it. My only thing is that I actually think that the tears and stuff like that was real.
Yeah, that was
But
real.
I don't think they were real because he's admitting guilt or anything like that. I think they were real because he knows that if he goes to trial, he's going to jail.
And then he also said, "I'm trying to build a relationship with my kids."
Well, I don't know about that.
No, I believe him.
What's stopping him from? What's stopping
the
entire world being against you?
If you see your dad going through all that, if you already had a rocky relationship with him in the first place.
But my thing is, even with the girl, Azar, whatever her name is, the young lady, she started crying when she was doing her interview. But imagine being teenagers, because his kids are teenagers pretty much, and imagine seeing this family say, "Oh, we haven't seen our daughter," right? Yeah. As a teenager, you're not like completely oblivious to it, so you're like, "Dang, my dad doing that." Like that's it's really messed up. Like the fact that his kids have to see the entire world turn against him.
And I feel that's true. And I also feel like those tears, it's like you get frustrated. This is the first time ever that R. Kelly, besides like when he did that interview with Torre back in the day. Yeah. Since all the sex codes, all this stuff has been going on, this was his first time to speak. So if you look at it, he was really breathing heavy. Yeah. He needed a moment just to get it together because I felt every single thing. People were saying it was like trapped in the closet, but I really felt that he was crying out of frustration and also like, look, y'all, they trying to get me. The biggest thing that he said, it's really girls out there missing. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's really girls out there being held against their will, getting raped. And he's looking like, look, y'all, basically he was saying this. I know I messed up in the past. Why would I do this to even, jeopardize my freedom? I think my biggest thing is that, like, they're saying that, like, he's kidnapping, like, little girls and things like that. Call the police. Right. Well, that's my whole thing. That's my thing.
That's not what I got from it. I felt like these women are saying that he held them and not physically holding them, but mentally holding them. And I'm saying, is that a crime? So my thing is, well, if they're grown, no. But if they're underage, yes. What do you mean underage? Like
under the legal age of whatever it is. Whatever the legal age is.
Which is 17, 18.
So my thing is also this. How are these little girls getting to him in the first place?
The parents giving them to him. And he even said that. She was like, so you mean to tell me the parents are selling you? He said, absolutely. Now, it was some BS that he did. Like when she said, have you ever had sex with underage girls? And he said, absolutely not. Right. Stop lying, R. Kelly. And that's what makes it hard to defend him in this.
Well, he can't admit to that, though.
Yeah, you can't. You really can't.
Even though we saw him on camera.
From a long time ago?
Yeah, I mean, that was...
it's
so
evident.
Y'all actually saw it because I never saw it.
Yeah, I've seen it. You seen it? Yeah, I've seen the tape.
And it was him?
That was him. Yeah, definitely.
So why in court was it like, okay, this is not R. Kelly? Like...
Well, no, it wasn't that. What ended up happening was...
never mind. I saw it on R. Kelly.
Yeah, what ended up happening was they paid... He paid them off.
The uncle and the brother.
And I want people to realize
remember
this.
They was out of... When they were on trial and supposed to come testify against R. Kelly, they was on like a European vacation or something.
And I want people to remember this. No female has ever went to the authorities and said that they were getting held against their will, that he had sex with them, raped them, whatever like that. Keep that in mind. R. Kelly has never had anybody go to the police. They've obtained footage and somebody said, hey, that's an underage girl, and they took him to trial. Right.
So, let me clarify this before we go any further. I'm not defending R. Kelly by any means. I just want to make sure.
And let me say it too. Red's view here, as of right now, we're not defending R. Kelly whatsoever. We're not defending Michael Jackson. These are thoughts and opinions of us.
I'm defending Michael Jackson.
Well, I mean, I defend him too, but not R. Kelly. Like,
I'm not.
We're just saying, like, this is my whole thing. I feel like it's an agenda out. And if we're going, the agenda is, it's funny, he said, he's trying to beef it up.
I still love you.
It's a race, it's a racial agenda going on.
You still love who?
R. Kelly.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Absolutely.
D.L. Hughley said that he could separate the music from, did you see what he said? He could separate the
music
from the people.
I call bullshit though. If the because we know what R. Kelly music puts you in the mood for. Yeah. And if he wrote that for little girls, I can't
R. Kelly didn't write that for little girls.
I said if he did. He wrote that for little girls.
Can you listen to I Believe I Can Fly?
I mean, at graduation.
He's not talking about little girls.
I mean, I Believe I Can Fly was a classic.
It is. He had many classics.
Anyway,
but what I'm saying is that How come Harvey Weinstein doesn't have his own documentary? Well, somebody made a documentary about him. Kevin Spacey. You have so many different white counterparts that have been doing the same thing. Man. They're not getting nearly as much of attention. And for black people, the black community, what we need to do is not publicly just scrutinize and bash R. Kelly. What do we gain from it?
Right.
Like in everything, like in all, what do we actually gain from bashing Bill Cosby? All they're doing is really telling us, like flicking the switch and saying, hey, y'all get mad at this. Because my thing is, if we were going to mute R. Kelly, we should have did that in the past. If we were going to mute Michael Jackson, we should have did that
because
in the past.
these are the same allegations.
The same thing.
That's all
and
I'm
my
saying.
thing is also this. Michael Jackson and R. Kelly are arguably the kings of pop and the kings of R&B.
Fact.
I feel like they're using these people as an example. Michael Jackson's already dead. They tried to diminish his legacy already by the streaming. Right. Because you remember the Eagles, they said the Eagles' greatest hits album outsold Thriller, which is BS. We know that. Now they're trying it with the whole Leaving Netherland documentary. And now with R. Kelly, they're bringing up old charges. Really, it feels like it's double jeopardy, but they're saying there's other tapes.
Well, I was about to say, but they're saying the new tapes.
But the whole thing is, we don't see the same energy reciprocated to the white counterparts.
I keep thinking about the hog tie
thing.
So tell me about the hog tie part.
The hog tie, we go briefly in it. Basically, they said that his wife said that he was hog tying her,
right?
You know, as abuse or whatever that.
And you got to see him.
You got to see him cry. He was crying. He was like, they talking about hog tie. I don't know hog tie.
I'm sorry, it's funny. All right, let's move on, man.
We're talking. Okay, next we're talking about Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett has 16 felonies. 16 felonies.
I seen that.
Now my thing is
I heard a great thing though this morning.
Go ahead.
So I heard that the two brothers came forward and said that the check that they had from Jussie was not for the false
I think
thing.
we talked about that already.
Yeah.
No. He said no. They never came forth and said it.
Hold on, you saying that it was for like bodybuilding for a video, right?
Yeah.
We talked about that.
Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry.
Last episode. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, Jussie Smollett has 16 felonies for filing a false police report.
Right.
Isn't that crazy? Now my thing is, we know that he lied. All that, you know what I'm saying? What you reap is what you sow, right?
Right.
But dog, like really, like 16 felonies when white people file false police reports on black people all the time. I mean, Barbecue Becky, Poolside Paula,
the girl that called the police on the little girl selling lemonade.
So it's just like those are false police reports. How come they're not in jail? How come, and I understand that the LGBT, the black community, everybody's mad at him. But my thing is, I don't see the LGBT defending him right now.
Yeah.
I don't see.
Well, I heard that it was going to be probably dismissed because of a lack of evidence.
Oh, really?
That's
to prove that it's
that it was fake because
Chicago PD didn't find everything.
Well, so my only opinion on it is, if it is fake, he's extremely lame for doing that.
Yeah.
But 16 felonies,
that's
like,
crazy.
come on, man.
That's
like,
crazy.
come on,
what are they?
Well, I mean, you have to look them up. But it's like, one is like falsifying a police report. And the crazy part is he won't end up doing jail time for any of them.
I didn't know those were felonies, though.
They're making them felonies. That's what's so crazy about it.
I think I do not like the fact because he's in the spotlight and because of who he is, you're making them felonies. That's just not right.
Well, I think they're trying to make an example out of him.
Yeah.
He's super whack. Like, I cannot have sympathy for Jussie. He's
lame.
He's lame.
He gets no sympathy for me for that. Like because you wanted a bigger role on Empire. Like, stop.
No, he wanted attention.
But he wanted the Colin Kaepernick treatment.
Facts.
Yeah, that's what
then he. Oh my God! Then did you see the concert right afterwards where he would call himself the gay Tupac?
We talked about
it. Was all a part of it.
Man, it was all an elaborate scheme
to
take over the world. Pinky in the brain, face ass.
Right. It was crazy, but it is what it is, and we can't really defend or help him in this situation.
He gets no defense from me.
It's messed up. But
only thing I say is the 16 felonies is a little ridiculous.
But that's a bit extreme.
Now let's talk about real quick. It's a white woman that got attacked by a black jaguar. Was it a jaguar?
I seen that.
It was a jaguar at a zoo, right?
Hold on,
in Arizona.
1 second. for that damn Jaguar.
We have a GoFundMe page up for the Jaguar.
Yes,
because
they're not gonna kill it. They already said they're not gonna kill it.
No. I'm just saying GoFundMe just to give to the Jaguar.
Oh yeah.
You know, because my thing is, I want to
something.
know that woman's record. I want to know does she have a jail record?
Right.
I want to know her past life. Like, what's
You
wrong with her?
crazy.
No, I'm serious because when the Harambe, wasn't it the gorilla that got killed? Harambe.
Yeah.
That little boy, they were going in talking about the parents, the parents' record. So I want to know her record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I saw a clip of her today where she said, yes, I was in the wrong for actually jumping over the little place to, before the barrier for the fence. But I do feel like the zoo could push it back further. That's what she said.
Did she really say that?
She did. I promise you.
Listen, man. First of all, applaud to that Jaguar. Second of all,
they felt threatened.
Second of all, I applaud that zoo staff for not killing that Jaguar.
Right.
Man, let me tell you something, man. I don't know if people get it twisted because they're in zoos. These are real animals, man. Mm-hmm. These animals really eat meat. Mm-hmm. What do you expect to happen if you jump the barrier and lean up against the cage? Do you expect the Jaguar to come pose for the picture?
What did she say that she wanted?
She wanted to take a picture.
She wanted to take a selfie, I think, or something like that.
She wanted to take a selfie with a real Jaguar.
Sorry, I'm not on.
And it reached out and touched her.
Grabbed her. Yeah, I think she probably went like this, and
it grabbed her.
It took some meat out of her.
Yeah, a big chunk of it out her arm.
And she was
which
walking,
it should have.
Yeah, because
I hope he got to eat some.
First of all, the zoo already is a prison for animals. Like really,
prison
for animals. So they feel threatened. So when they see the same people that put them in there try to take selfies with them,
bro.
Did you see the one with the elephant? The elephant hit. It was a white man that turned and looked at the elephant. The elephant looked up and just swung him out the way.
No,
I gotta show you how.
At the zoo too?
No, it wasn't the zoo.
Okay.
It was somewhere. It looked like it was like I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I don't have no sympathy for those type of people. If you mess with a wild animal, you deserve what you get. It's a wild animal. Putting it in this little cage with these bars does not change the fact that it will eat you.
Yeah.
It does not change the fact. So kudos to that Jaguar.
Yeah. So we covered a lot. Once again, subscribe to youtube.com/WeAuthenticNetwork.
Yes, sir.
Where can we follow you?
Call me Sue on Instagram.
Boom. You can follow me at JRed, of course. Where do you follow this guy?
www.theedjpm.com. That's www.thedjpm.com.
And make sure that you go check out the album once. It is on Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon Music, TIDAL. I really want you to go for TIDAL because I get more money that way.
I was about to say, you get the most from TIDAL.
Yeah, most if you're going to stream it. But I really would appreciate if you cop it. But anyway, we're going to do a special about that pretty soon. Subscribe, hit the alert button. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting us. This is ResView, and we are signing out.
It's a different day. I'm clocking in and clocking out to keep the bills paid. At this 9 to 5 temporarily. If you're not trying to live your dream, we are not the same. Same old shit, just a different day. I'm clocking in and clocking out to keep the bills paid. At this 9 to 5 temporarily. If you're not trying to live your dream, we are not the same. Oh no, we are not the same. We don't have the same thought patterns. I'm trying to fly up to the sky while you climb the ladder. I'm on a different path while you staying in your lane. Instead of buying a ticket, I'd rather be on stage. You rather follow procedures while I would take a chance. I'd rather find out for myself than wondering what if. You rather have a salary with 401k